Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids and we're back for some more Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer. And last time, we, I believe, did manage to unlock all of the bronzes, at least from the basic packs. There might still be some of the technical weapon mods or whatever they're officially called, but it may be that we are basically ready to move on to the next type of pack, which is good because I did play some matches in between streams, mostly just doing dailies. Once again, did not play any new characters and did not use any skill points, even if I did level up on the characters that I was using. That way, no new discoveries, still leaving all that stuff for on stream, but we do have a lot of stuff we can save up and spend here for packs, both of the normal pack variety and of the mission fund variety as well, potentially. For what it's worth, we are getting a little bit of a late start today, and I am also going to need to wrap things up a little bit early as well. Very early, in fact, because I am only partially, and by only partially, I mean basically not packed at all, for a trip that I'm leaving for tomorrow morning. So I do need to make sure I have some time to do that. But alas, I think we'll open up some packs, maybe do the dailies, and we'll take it from there. We'll see how much time we have left after that. So let's see. If we head over into the store. First, let's just establish that I believe we are now done with the basic packs. So I think that means that we can now move up to the advanced packs, which means, let's see, at least one uncommon, small chance for a rare, and we have enough credits that we could open, what, over 50? Actually, over 60 even, of these. So maybe we'll start by doing a whole bunch of that. And we opened up, I think it was something like over 200 of the basic packs last time round, so won't be quite at that scale, but we'll see what kind of good stuffs we can get here. Because these are, of course, now more lucrative than the previous types of packs we had gotten, and so we have a little bit of uncommons that we've unlocked, but definitely not that many, and very few rares. So hopefully we can get some good stuff now. And so we maxed out all of the bronze characters. We've kind of, sort of now understood what it means to level up the characters here, and that it gives you extra skill points even when the character is still level 1. I don't really know what the implications for that are when it comes to long-term. Once you actually level up the characters to the max, do you actually have more skill points in that case? That's our first Krogan mercenary. I don't even know what class this guy technically is, but alright. So that's a new rare and a big rare at that, potentially. Might want to check that guy out. Cyclone, I mean, yeah, so at least getting the first unlock for a character is definitely a big deal. For the weapons, might need to see a few of those upgrades. I think Infiltrator for the Slayerians, we only unlocked that for the first time last week. But yeah, for the weapons, probably need to get a few rounds of this. Like Incisor 1, 2, or 3, probably not exactly going to be all that good. But if we can, I mean, even if we max out the Incisor, that still may not ever be worth using, but, and, you know, maybe the same thing for the Raptor. But for the other ones that are not amazing, but not terrible, then just getting a few extra levels so they become usable might be interesting. Okay, I doubt that we'll be able to max out the uncommon characters, really anything here, at least in this session, because although I think there are fewer uncommons relative to the commons, so the total number of packs we need to open up should still be less. The downside is that obviously these packs are more expensive than the basic packs, so it is not as easy to spam them with the same kind of regularity that we did last week. As I was saying, this is less than a third. Oops. I did not look at any of the things from that pack. Accidentally. So, my bad. There might have been a way to look at the previous pack that we'd opened, but not after we've now opened up another pack after that, I imagine. Oh well, hopefully there wasn't anything totally amazing that we won't even realize that we've unlocked. Hopefully you save all the big stuff for right now. Ghost I have been using as my primary assault rifle, because right now, as things currently stand, we have level 1 Piranha, and a level 1 Crusader. So basically, 2 ultra-rare shotguns are the primary things. Ooh, Batarian Scrapper. I've seen a lot of people use this guy. I am very intrigued. And it's also kind of cool how Batarians, I don't believe, make any appearances in the Andromeda campaign. Ooh, this could be a good mod as well. So I think it is only in multiplayer where you actually see them. Okay, I do not remember this at all, but it's the first time we've unlocked it. It's a rare, it's a sniper rifle. Maybe that's why I don't remember it, because I probably ignored it entirely upon seeing it in the campaign. Well, it's not ignoring us. It is a rare, so I mean, we'll take it. Let's see. Rogan Vanguard again. Carnifex I do like. That's a good example of a weapon, at least in Mass Effect 3 and Mass Effect 2, that I am a fan of. So if we were to get several levels on it, then that could be something that suddenly might not be competitive with the ultra-rare shotguns we have, but you know, there are some dailies, or at least some, Apex missions that have mods that affect different types of weapons differently. Talon, level 1. Okay, Mass Effect 3, at least, this is an incredible weapon. That could be huge. So yeah, basically just getting other good weapons from different weapon types other than shotgun, so that I'm not completely reliant on the shotguns exclusively. I don't know if level 1 Talon is going to be good enough for that to be worthwhile, but I mean, in Mass Effect 3, it probably is. Is it an ultra rare in Mass Effect 3? It might be. So if it got downgraded to a rare in Andromeda, which it might have been... I did it again. Oops. Cue the Britney Spears, except please don't. Ooh, the Hesh is also a shotgun, alright. But it is a rare. So yeah, we're definitely, with the occasional rares here, we're getting much better value. I mean, understandably, out of these than we did from the basic packs. And we still have enough monies to open up several more of these. The Zalkan I did use a little bit in the campaign. Slow firing, but relatively good accuracy-wise. Just maybe not the best combination for when you're using a controller, which I am still doing. But Disciple, super light shotgun. I'm surprised we've only gotten this for the first time now, because that is also an uncommon, but I mean, we'll take it. So that good for the thing that it does, which is just be a really light add-on. But not, at least in Mass Effect 3, not good for pure damage, but I don't know. Haven't tried it in Andromeda, of course, so maybe it is a decent addition to our arsenal. Okay, more Carnifex. I like it. Yeah, I don't know what the shotgun receiver does, but that is another one that we've seen a few times now. The mods are nice because you know, those are transferable across different weapons, at least within that category. And in some cases, I think for shotguns, we do have Smart Choke and Pure Damage, which is definitely two very good things to have. I don't remember if we have Penetration or not. That is another good one that, if we don't have it already, would be a very nice addition. Carnifex up to level 5. Yeah, so because there's a smaller number of uncommons, we should be seeing repeats here more frequently. Which has definitely been the case. Let's see, the Rosad, I don't know. I saw it in the campaign. I didn't try it out, I don't think. It looks interesting, but I don't really know if it's any good. We've gotten that a few times, though. Lots of character respecs. Ooh, our first human commando. That's a rare character. Okay, awesome. Yeah, as I said, I think the characters, you know, getting the levels on them is certainly useful, especially on low levels, when it gives you a bit of a head start, but just getting the first level of them so they are accessible so they're an option at all, is definitely a very nice thing to be able to do. This might... we're getting close to the end of our list of credits. Widow? I forget. I feel like someone was talking about that weapon a little bit recently. I mean, it's... at least in Mass Effect 3, again, which is, of course, the thing that I'm going to use for the comparisons, because that's where I'm more familiar with. It's solid. Batarian Scrapper number 2, alright. We'll take it. So, as I said, I was intrigued by this guy. Now we get a little bit of extra head startage with him. Okay, so we can no longer afford any more, but that was somewhere over 60 advanced packs, and I think the results were pretty good. Alright. How's it going? How's it going, Kale? How are you? Let's see. We have a bunch of mission funds, and the thing that we were trying to do for several weeks now is save up mission funds so that when we eventually have the option to purchase ultra-rare weapons, we can get a bunch of them. But for the past several weeks, it has been ultra-rare character, which we've been less interested in doing. So let's see what it is this week. It is weapon. Okay, it is weapon. Alright, so we've saved a bunch of mission funds to try to get numerous of these ultra-rare weapon unlocks. I'm still new to the game, so I only have 2 ultra-rare weapons at the moment, so I'm hoping we can get some really good stuff out of this. I only have level 1 Crusader and level 1 Piranha. What can we get now? Hurricane, very nice. Black Widow, very nice. Eagle. And then I think we can afford one more here. And it will be another Black Widow. Alright, 4 ultra-rare weapons. And a pretty good mix of different weapon types there. We got what? Pistol, some sniper rifle upgrades for the Black Widow, and we also got Eagle, which is also a pistol. No assault rifles, unfortunately, because I already have shotguns, so that's at least short-term covered. But assault rifles is now the glaring hole. But okay, I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, I think I actually have not jumped into Discord yet, but let me do that because I think we are now ready to actually do some matches. And we can take a look at the daily and see, or dailies, and see what people might be looking to do, so we can get more of those mission funds to do more of those types of unlocks soon. What do you guys think? Was that a good mixture of stuffs that we got there? Alright, now I am in Discord. Yeah! What's up, Formath? You know, of all the different ultra-rare weapons we could get, I know the Black Widow is a very popular, very highly regarded weapon in most cases, but probably not the one that I would have been most thrilled to see, especially if I'm playing on a controller. I did actually use the Black Widow a little bit in the campaign. I did experiment with it briefly, but I did use some gimmicky weapon mods on it, and so I didn't really spend much time with a normal Black Widow. I, almost immediately turned it into a laser beam. So, yeah, if I could exchange it for a different ultra rare, I probably would, but maybe we take a quick check at where that leaves us from. What is it under? I think it's under Prestige, isn't it? Collections. We can filter. So we already had all of the commons fully unlocked. But now, yeah, for most of the uncommon characters at least, we're at either 10 or slightly above 10. Then for the rare characters, we only had a level 1 Angaran Insurgent before. So we got level 2 Batarian Scrapper today, 1 and 2. The Human Commando and the Krogan Mercenary. So I don't even know what these characters do. Let's see. What does this say? Brawler tank who locks down enemies and devastates them at melee range. The Scrapper is one of 2 Batarians who provided evidence against the leader of their former pirate gang. When Alliance Protection Services failed, the Batarians negotiated an asylum deal with the Initiative. How did they get in the Andromeda Galaxy to begin with, though? Somehow, as pirates, they just casually changed galaxies? The Solarians granted the Batarians cryopods on Arc Pachero. Okay. To gain potential security assets. Happy to abandon pirate life. The Scrapper is starting to enjoy fighting for a greater purpose. Oh, look at that. It's so wholesome. Okay, it doesn't really tell... Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of looking for what the characters actually do. So maybe... Well, okay, let's... Before we switch off that page, let's take a quick look at where we are for these things as well. Okay, we didn't get any ultra rares for characters, so that's a non-factor. For the uncommon mods, I think we got a few of these. That boosts kinetic coil generators, increasing shot penetration through solid objects. Okay, sounds good to me. I think we got some of the... Well, yeah, that's presumably ammo. The receiver. Penetration. Okay, yeah, those are some of the things that I think we could have potentially used more of. We might not have had them at all before. Shot penetration. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure we had any shot penetration mods before. Did not do anything new with that. Let's see with the rares. Might have just gotten this clip size. Okay, that's not very exciting. What about... Oh, let's go for the weapons themselves. Weapons themselves. So these are already maxed out. We got Carnifex up to 5, Cyclone 6, Disciple we didn't have at all before, so from 0 up to 4. Incisor to 5, Phalanx to 3, that's probably one that we're not that thrilled about using. Matic is still only 1. Raptor is 4. Ruzad, I don't know how you're supposed to say it, is 6. Widow is pretty high up there, and that, at least of the ones I'm seeing here, I would assume is probably the strongest in a vacuum, although Carnifex is one that I'm probably the biggest fan of in a vacuum. And Zalkin, I did play, as I said, briefly in the campaign, and I did kind of like it. Oh, but now... The rares, we got 1 Hesh, 2 for Lenat, which I think was a sniper rifle, yeah. Scattershot we already had. Rieger I think we got last week. We did get level 1 Talon for the first time. We already had these guys, I think. Ghost, we got 1 upgrade. This has been my go-to, it is our rarest assault rifle. And I've been pretty impressed with it, so that's definitely a nice addition. Okay, and then for the ultra rares, hold on. Ultra rares now. We had Piranha 1, we had Crusader 1. Why did it... I did not tell you to switch. We got Black Widow 2, Eagle 1, Hurricane 1. Okay, pretty solid. Pretty solid, I think. Wait, is Vormav? Vormav, are you going to do some Andromeda? Is that what you're saying? I don't think we played Andromeda together before, if that's what you're implying here. Oh, no, you mean... Oh, no, I see what you... No. Oh, no. No, I see what you did. I see what you did. Okay. Alright, then. So, let's double-check the dailies. So they are Bronze Waves. Okay, that's no big deal. And then Paradox. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Go to a specific map, play on Bronze. As for what character we want to use, I mean, we could use one of the new ones. However, I also have leveled up some of the characters that we had already used before. Because last week, I think we got one of the characters up to level 20. I think it was the human female soldier. Basically, almost any of the characters that we have been using in the past, I've now gotten up to level 20, including the human male engineer that we were trying for the first time last week. That's now maxed out. The Asari Adept now maxed out. And I don't remember if the Batarian, or rather the Turian agent was leveled out all the way up to 20 last time or not, but they're all ranked all the way up. I've not spent the skill points in their, not in their entirety at least, for any, but I think the female soldier, because as I was saying, I was kind of waiting to do that on stream, so I think the Asari Adept in particular has like a bazillion unspent skill points, so I would kind of like to spend those. Because basically, we're imposing arbitrary restrictions on how I can and cannot spend skill points. So I'm running around with a level 20 Asari Adept with 60 unspent skill points, and I'd rather not do that. So, alright. Oh, interesting. Maybe at a later date. Okay, no worries. So for the Adept, there were some interesting things here, setup-wise. So I've been playing her a lot, because I got her up to level 20. But with not maxed out stuffs, we have a pretty strong Annihilation and a pretty strong Lance, which is, of course, good for detonation-y stuff. I think initially I was saying how I would just go all in on those two and make Throw just be rank 1, but that was before I really realized that because Lance and Throw have separate cooldowns, that's a pretty big deal to have two perfectly viable detonators. However, there are some really nice passives as well, with things like... Where are they? Max shields with active biotic effect, biotic cooldown link. Increase maximum shields while at least one biotic effect is active on an enemy. That pretty much means that enemies need to be within our Annihilation, which is a little bit risky. But probably prefer that to going the melee route. This is the thing that interests me, is restoring 15% of our shields on biotic kill. That could be really helpful, because this character does feel squishy since we have to run around and get right up in people's faces to damage with the biotic explosions. And that means I die a lot with this character. So having other ways to not die a lot would be convenient. Recharge would be useful as well for that same reason. Or well, so at least I can actually detonate when enemies run into the Annihilation field and not have to wait and pace back and forth trying not to get killed while I'm trying to get the detonators off cooldown. Combo damage radius, that could be useful as well. But defense debuff from biotic effects. I mean, again, this would only affect enemies that are in our Annihilation, because that's our only ongoing biotic effect, but that's basically 20% increased damage. But basically, all of our damage is coming from combos, and the radius is useful too, so that might still be better. Increased power damage and force for 3 seconds after using a power, that is nice. And then I thought there was one other ability that can bring back shields. Maybe it was one of the upgrades here? Yeah, on Annihilation. When an enemy affected by Annihilation dies. Does that still include enemies that die by the biotic explosion? Assuming that they are standing within the radius of Annihilation when that happens? Or do they actually have to get killed by Annihilation? Because if so, then that is much harder to activate. But otherwise, I mean, 30% is more than, I think it was 15 was on the passive. Wherever it was. Basically, she has interesting passives, or pseudo-passive abilities that I do kind of like, and then I think there was one here that turns this into a no cooldown. Yeah, but consumes shields when used. Okay, so maybe we don't care that much about recharge speed as long as we have this, but that means we really do need to have shield restoration to the extent possible. I'll be honest, I'm not exactly using precision when it comes to Lance, so I think damage versus shields is probably better. At least for me. And then... yeah, I mean, that might be nice for crowd control, but it's not as big a deal when we're already going to be detonating pretty much anyone we're hitting with Lance, and this is a pretty big deal. It's 45% shield cost, which is pretty hefty, but I think we still want to take that, because if we spend 45, we can get 30 back here, and then there's the other ability that gives us 45 or 15% back with biotic kills. So on net, I guess as long as we get kills with Lance, we're coming out neutral. Let's see, so is it... oh, movement speed. Okay, so that's one of the other things, is that basically, because we need to get right up in people's faces to do the detonation-y stuff, that means there's a lot of running straight up to enemies, and if it takes us a long time to get there, that's a lot of time enemies shooting us before we hit them back, or at least before we're actually going to knock them down and or kill them. So movement speed is, in many ways, good for survivability, but obviously extra damage is also really nice. So I can see the use case for both of these. I mean, you could just take there is adrenaline in Andromeda, right? That exists, in which case you could take that instead for movement speed, or you could stack them both and be lightning fast. And also, this is hilarious. I did use this a little bit in the campaign, but I think we kind of need to do this. Unfortunately, as fun as that would be. So I guess, you know, if you went movement speed plus the lifting vortex one, then that'd be amazing. But I guess we'll do... Let's go defensively. So we'll go with the movement speed and we'll go the restoration. So those are all maxed out. We want... Where was it? Increases biotic damage. So you could definitely go the offensive route. But that wasn't it. And that's another way to go super offensive, but I think we were saying that would be better still. What was it under? Was it under barrier? It must have been. Yeah, restore shields on biotic heal 15%. So let's do this. Max shields. Delay reduction and shield regeneration, or just pure shields. Ooh. 30% regeneration delay reduction is a pretty big deal. That is nice, but we're also doing weird gimmicks with our shields because we're going to be spending our shield regularly, so we might just need more shields. I don't know. This is a hard one to know until we actually test this out. On any other character, I would think you might go this route, but maybe on her specifically you need this. I'm going to go this route, but it could definitely be wrong. Max shield with biotic effect active. When an enemy is in our biotic effect, which doesn't feel great. Then again, we're not really doing melee. Although you could get shields back this way. I mean, I guess you could run in, get people in annihilation, detonate, and if they don't die, punch them while they're in the annihilation, and that way that's another means through which to get your shields back. But that feels like that might be pretty gimmicky. I mean, this just doesn't seem effective. And it also has a 5-second cooldown. I guess I'm just not really seeing the downside to going this route in that case, if this is, even if this is a gimmick. Okay, then you do this. Okay, so now, those are the big things we really wanted. Offensive biotics. We can get some damage. So I think we have just enough to spend all of these, or all of these. Do we want to go all the way over here, biotic? Damage bonus, force. I think we would go the power damage route. What do we get if we upgrade throw? Recharge speed. I mean, I guess we don't need a second detonator nearly as much given how we have the infinite, or the immediate respawn, or cooldown on Lance. So this also doesn't matter much. So we can just go all in on force there. I think we do combo damage radius though, because that is the primary way we're getting our damage. And then we do that. Okay. So I think that means our Asari Adept is now way stronger than usual, or way stronger than she was before. Is she perfectly optimized? No, probably not. But she's gonna be way better than she was before. So I look forward to that, and maybe we'll do our first match with her and just see what the difference is. So I think that might be pretty dramatic. But now, okay, and I was using the ghost on her. So why don't we set ourselves up in that case for, just see if there are any Apex missions that I haven't done yet. Apparently the silver I've not done, which is weakened, oh, less health and shields. Oh, well that's not great. What is the name of this arena? I don't remember. Is this the name of the arena that we need to go to for the other daily? Let's just start with the daily. It was bronze and it was paradox. I don't think that's the same map. So let's do bronze. Yeah, 0 was the map for that silver Apex mission. And for paradox. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we'll get a lobby started for that. Oh, well, oops. We could start our own lobby. We could join another person's lobby. Maybe we do that, or at least see if we can. Join match. Try this. Okay, there are other people doing this, so let's give it a shot. Okay, apparently the wave is completed. This wave 3. Okay, let's get our annihilation up. Did we go the speed? We did go the speed. We are definitely faster. Not like dramatically faster, but we are definitely faster. Also, what was the enemy? It's Ket. Okay. So our lance has basically perfect perfect recharge. Okay, as long as we can actually hit people with it, that is. So I don't like the part where they... Oh, we do not. That is correct. We did not have shields. That was actually true. Yeah, I don't like the part where they kill the enemies that we're about to hit with our biotic stuff. Because we do need to hit them to get our shields back and all that. Okay, that does not seem to be coming out net neutral. Even when we seem to be setting off the... Okay, I will admit that was maybe not the right idea when you were cloaked, and I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to hit you or not. Just you wait until I have shields. Also, please don't do... Oh, okay, and that also pains me in more ways than one. Okay, also, that enemy was dead. So yeah, we're definitely not coming out net neutral on the shield restoration. I mean, it's kind of close. And we do need to at least have some to be able to use Lance at all. But it is definitely faster than what we would have had before. Oh, hello. Hello, everybody. Does it give us more if we happen to explode it on multiple people? That I'm not sure of. If it's per enemy, then that is actually pretty nice, especially if we do make a point. Okay, didn't realize I did that, but sure. It is pretty nice if we do make a point of going after large groups of enemies. Okay, that's not great. Maybe we aren't going after you after all. Can we get up there? We might be able to. I've never tried. And we haven't really used our weapon at all, but that's not necessarily a coincidence, because we do have reason to want to use our biotic powers that we've recently upgraded. Okay, the objective is over there, and maybe that means we just ignore the fiend for the time being. Oh, I thought it was just a device, it's not an actual pizza. Oh, this person looks like he's causing some trouble. Let's change that. Oh, bye-bye. That was rude. I would like to actually be in cover when I go into cover, contrary to popular belief. Okay, let's see. I don't think there's anyone who's right next to this one, so we might even grab it. I mean, technically, we are speedy, right? We just nabbed this right before one of our squad mates was about to get it, or was that a enemy? Let's just zoom real quick. Is that the last one? I think it was. Did she? She did survive. Not for long. Okay, so it definitely does feel a little bit smoother, unlike my speech today. Because we're faster, we have the quicker cooldowns, we don't need to be worrying nearly as much about switching back and forth between one detonator to another. Which was definitely a thing when I was playing this character in the past. You are still here. Let's change that. So yeah, we still have a weak little throw, and occasionally I'll miss the targets altogether like that. Or like that. Okay, I mean, oh, I was on cooldown for throw. Okay. There we go. I definitely hear stuff over here. Yep. Yep, I do. Are you dead? I think you are dead. Okay. Hello, sir. I have missed badly at that, and now I no longer have shields. I have messed up. I have potentially done goofed. Oh, that's also on cooldown. Oh, hold on. No, that's unfortunate. That was a bad miss. Also, there may only be 30 seconds left. Oh, that's, maybe that's not plenty of time. Maybe that actually is not plenty of time, the more I think about it. Everything is going perfectly fine, 100% according to plan. There is no need to worry. And look at this, we'll even get the chance to try out our weapon that we have upgraded one time over. Because it's definitely going to make a humongous difference. Now, one level is not going to be that big of a difference maker. So yeah, in that case, there is perhaps more of a risk than there was before if you do throw around a bunch of lances and you miss and spend a bunch of shields and get none back in return. But when it hits, it is definitely better. Okay, we needed what? Waves on that map, and we needed just bronze waves overall. So we should have made progress there. We joined mid-match, so I think we'll still need to do a little bit more. Probably still 2 more matches. We could switch characters. I'm not sure if these pugs are going to be all that keen on us. Taking some time to set up another character, though. Let me just check. I thought that we had done some setup on Turian Agent last time round. Yeah, we only had 5 unspent skill points there. It's going to be an awkward amount, but maybe we do this. So I have been impressed by the recon visor. Granted, I did not really anticipate at the beginning that that was going to be the direction that I wanted to go in, so did not have enough points to invest as much in that as I might have otherwise liked to have done. I'd kind of be interested in testing out the Scrapper. But, let's see. Okay, well, now they're ready to go. Alright, why don't we just start it up with this then? I would like to try a new character, though. Either a new character or, I did a little bit in between streams with the human base Vanguard, who we had done for, I think, our first 2 matches and nothing beyond that. So, it was basically a level 1 character. So it's almost as if that's a new character. Okay, so this guy has Piranha. Now they're going Annihilation. Got the cloak. We did upgrade our visor a bit to improve our weapon capabilities. It's still Cat.
I see ya.
That did not work. We did also get a little bit of weapon mod upgrades / new unlocks. So it might have been worth taking a quick look to see if there's anything new and interesting there that we were not previously considering. Oh. There's somewhere over here. Not entirely sure where over here, but somewhere over here. This would probably help. Oh, so much for shooting through that. There we go.
3 more to go. One more, that's it?
Don't they? Oh, over there.
All clear for now. Who's ready for more? Hostiles en route. Clear out. Get to cover.
Alright, just shoot these dudes through the cover. No worries. Nice, so we still had visor up for that. Okay, I was just kind of wondering if there might have been an enemy down there. There was not. But there was an explosive container that we blew up on ourselves, so nice little bonus. Please stop running from us. Thank you. Yeah, the visor is still quite a bit shorter than I'd like it to be. That was the world's worst aim. Which, I mean, we might have passed up duration with our most recent visor upgrade. The alternative was, you know, weapon damage instability or accuracy instability, something like that, that felt like maybe it was a little bit greedier, but was quite intriguing and hard to pass up on. But, as I said, it kind of seems like if I were to respec this character, I would probably focus more on the visor to begin with, and then if you can invest more points, maybe you can get, by the time you go all the way up to rank 6, both those types of things.
Upload it before they lock us out. Sure thing.
Oh, hello. Please get out of here. I pressed that melee button a very long time ago, but okay. Technically, the way to do it is briefly step outside. It's a wraith somewhere, presumably.
Data transfer
Oh,
complete.
okay, that works. This is about to finish as well, but we'll help out.
Hang in there, Apex. Upload complete. Good job,
Nice.
Apex. Just 3 hostiles remaining.
Well, make it 2.
Enemies clear. Stay alert. Who's ready for more? Enemies incoming. Time to party somewhere else.
Okay, looks like we have some friends over here. Yeah, we do. Okay. Oh, you're already dead. I saw that.
Get down. Uh-oh, shields down.
Oh, you are up there. I'm not seeing things. Are you still up here? Oh, nope, they got him.
3 left. Go get 'em.
was gonna say, I don't see 3.
Enemies incoming. Gotta run.
Okay, let's just track them down. They're over here. Oh, that's not good. Hello. Apparently there's an ascendant over here. We are now learning. That ascendant is not necessarily leaving us alone. Hello, friend. Thought I just heard a wraith. It's because I did hear a wraith. Is it the Ascendant? I think it is. Yep.
All enemies clear. Keep it up. Whoa, that was nice.
Just start in the middle.
Data from your location. Look for an entry point. You got it.
You initiate the cloak just outside the area. And not to be that guy or anything, but it would be nice if you were to join us for the objective. Step out. Cloak, step back in. What the heck? It's a teleporting fiend! Ow. Please don't do that. Ow. That's painful.
Loud and clear.
That's not close enough to actually use. And I jumped off the edge of the map, except that I didn't jump off the edge of the map, except that I did jump off the edge of the map. Just, you know, just testing out the safety features, the guardrails of this map.
Nice job, Apex.
Don't think that's gonna pass the OSHA inspection.
That was great. We were great. We're done here. Get yourself to the LZ.
Think I found them. Probably should have reloaded preemptively. You're really still alive. That sounds like an Ascendant somewhere over here. That's because it is. Oh, hello. Goodbye? Question mark? You did get your orb back up. How dare you? Hey, what the heck are you? That doesn't look good.
I'm reading a flat line. Hold on, almost there.
Okay, I'm moving in for the revive. I have hit you with none of these bullets. Are you still alive? I don't think so. That's a lot of enemies over there. 25 seconds, that's definitely the sound of a wraith. please keep your shields up. Please leave all of your phones on airplane mode.
Mission complete. Full team secure. Good work.
Alright, so I think because we joined the previous match midway through, we do still need to do one more bronze on this map to finish the dailies. Maybe we can either swap over to another character that we have already played but have a bunch of skill points left unspent, or jump onto a new character altogether. I mean, it is bronze, so it is a good opportunity to try something new. So this is kind of a new character in that it was level 2 when we last used it. Leveled it up a little bit since then. The other one... Oh, the, Oops. Human male engineer. Let's see. I think I had some unspent points on him. 44. Yeah, a few. A few. Yeah, I was a little bit unimpressed. So I did play a favorite with him. I was a little bit unimpressed with Overload. The stun is very useful, but outside of that... Change additional time. Damage to shields, damage to synthetics. I feel like the cryo beam... Basically, I was just going infinite stun with overload to stagger people / stun people, then freeze them, and then shoot them to finish them off. Okay, now people are trying to have us get started, so let me just throw on some passive points here. Let's do that. It's not everything, but it does give us a little more firepower here. And I think I was also using the ghost on this guy, and we didn't use the ghost much on that Asari Adept. I mean, again, I think we only got one ghost upgrade, right? So it's not like that's going to make a huge difference. But I did like this guy a lot. So basically, you throw down the turret somewhere. And let's see, so it's... Basically, you open with the overload, and then you follow up with the freeze. To do this. Well, I mean, that was them detonating, not us. It's mostly just supposed to be for stun purposes. Turned into a little bit more than that. I mean, well... So this is the stun approach. It's not the detonation approach. You do it in the opposite order if you want to detonate. So technically, you do switch it up depending on what type of enemy you're going into. If they have shields or not. So you can't prime if they have the shields. But we can prime. That means we can do that. Okay, and that is definitely more damage than I had before, because I think in the past, I would do that, and I would not usually kill the other enemy that is adjacent to the one that's getting detonated. It's like, you are dead, the second enemy, as was the case with the previous one. Throw you back out. I did also learn what the deal is with this little laser beam. Apparently that's how you direct where the turret is supposed to attack. Whereas, if you hold it, that destroys the turret so you can replace it elsewhere.
Hostiles en route. Let's roll.
Ow. So the thing I don't love about the overload is it just takes a long time to charge it up. Can kind of. I mean, you can also walk around with it charged up if you really want to, but then you can't. Your mobility is significantly decreased. But there you see, like, enemy is stunned, so it's very nice defensively for that reason. Do this to stun an enemy, or you just kill it altogether if it's already on low HP. You stun with that, then you stun with the freeze, and then you just follow up with the weapon, and then your enemies sometimes just don't have any opportunity at all to attack you, which makes it quite safe, at least for a 1 versus 1 situation.
Hostiles remaining. One and we're done. Reload. We're tracking reinforcements. We win!
Okay, where's the hack? I'm
Sources
gonna do
say
this
key data is
proactive.
scattered around this
Yes,
area.
destroy the
Recover that data.
turret proactively so we can drop it in here. Also, there are enemies spawning in here immediately. Also, the freeze has just about unlimited range, which I did not previously realize. I had previously assumed that it was like Flamer and that it had a very limited range. So that was a very pleasant surprise. I did not freeze you long enough for you to actually be primed, I don't think. Also, I got stunned before I could do the detonation. And I definitely did not freeze you long enough to prime you. No! The wrong one. There we go. Thank you.
Data received. Loud and clear.
Apparently I did not freeze you long enough to prime you.
Three more to go.
You are definitely not primed. I'll get you this way nonetheless.
All clear for now. Let's do it again.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit harder on bronze when they don't have as much health. So for the most part, you're kind of just you charge up one of them, and you're gonna kill them before you're done with the ability anyway, or at least for full duration of the cryo or the fully charged up version of the incinerate. That was horribly aimed. Yeah. Blow you up. Oh, we do still have our drone up somewhere. A turret.
Three more to go.
No way that hits.
One more. Reload. We're tracking reinforcements. Let's do it again.
It's still up somewhere.
Enemies incoming.
Oh, it's back there. Okay. I mean, enemies might be about to spawn there. They did. So that's actually not bad. Okay, so here's a situation where... Yeah, granted, we couldn't see. But, in theory, you use, for shielded enemies like that, the overload to stun, and then you use the cryo to stun them again, and then they can't attack you at all. Whereas this is, at least on higher difficulties, not as sustainable, because the cryo on shielded enemies is not very effective, and does not freeze them. Can you stop destroying the enemies before, like here, you see just how long that stun is? So yeah, not a huge deal on bronze, where you can probably shoot him down
Just three hostiles
after just
remaining.
one round of stunning, but on silver at least, 2 stuns is quite nice.
One more. All clear for now. Nailed it.
Is the turret still up? No. Enemies, though. Someone else is a turret up there.
Find artifacts and return to the drop.
Oh, it's objective this way.
On your HUD.
There are lots of enemies here, by the way, including a fiend and an ascended. So I love that part.
Artifact recovered.
Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if anyone else is making their way over here. May not be. So we'll nab it. Excuse me. It's ready. Stun. Stun. Dead.
Got the drop.
Still not enough health on the enemy in bronze for that to be a huge difference maker, but it might have just barely increased the duration of the stun beyond what we would have had with just overload, or beyond what we would have needed.
Nearly through. Got the drop.
Okay, are we just gonna do all these? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Ow. Rude. There are several dudes over there. Okay, someone is asking us if we would like to play with them right now. I think we at least finish this match, and then I might check in with them, because I think they are on Discord. I think I saw them there briefly. Okay, so you stun. Oh, well, I guess it didn't matter there.
Be ready.
Also, that was the wrong order.
Shuttle incoming. Get to the extraction zone.
Okay, so we'll be very slow if we walk around like this, but we'll do it. Still need one of these out? Yeah. Need to get it back out. There we go. ¿Dónde están los enemigos? All of them are over here. Which does make that into a nice detonation. Oh, there was a Wraith, yes, that was trying to bite my butt. Please don't do that. Oh, don't have freeze back. Darn. A nice opportunity for a detonation as well. We'll just settle for the stun in that case. Oh, and this would also be a nice opportunity to do some of this stuff. Okay, 45. There's still more dudes over here. I just want to prime one of you, please. Except maybe not. 30 seconds. Let's just make our way back this way. There was at least an enemy or two. And so be it. Needs detonation. Okay, I'm not really sure we have time to engage you. Much as I would like to do that. Play it a little bit safe. So there is the shuttle. Alright, that should, I think, be all we need for the dailies. Both of them, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it even says down below. Completed challenges. I never realized that before. That's convenient. So I was always manually checking it before. Oh, okay. That's quite useful. So I would always go over here, but yeah, 100%, 100%. All set there. Nice. Okay, so technically speaking, that means we don't really need to be doing bronze lobbies or matches at that specific map. And I think at this point, we are, for the most part, relatively comfortable at least being on silver. We did try a few gold matches last week. So, you know, if we're experimenting with new characters, maybe that's a different story, but let's see. So we did have those people who were potentially looking to do some matches with us. Maybe we just create our own lobby here in that case. They presumably have their own lobby right now, but let's just make a lobby. We'll probably end up bumping up the difficulty in just a second, but if anyone from chat wants to jump in, we obviously have room. Now that we're done with the dailies, we don't necessarily have a pre-specified agenda that we are trying to achieve. I think we're probably looking to go more the experimentation route. Potentially going back to the human male vanguard, because that, oh, well, I mean, we do have, I think, still some unspent skill points in this guy, so maybe we should take a second to do that. Okay, so I did notice the extra power damage there. That was useful. Granted, it was on bronze, so maybe on silver it's a better test. But overload, as I was saying, at times it feels like the charge up time is just a little annoying to deal with. What do we have here for the passives? Melee damage, not that helpful. Power effect durations affects the cryo, but otherwise not that useful. Power area of effect radius, tech construct area of effect radiuses. Maybe? If that were detonations, that'd be great. Provides damage resistance while reviving an ally. Fully restored shields upon revival. Bonuses apply to the revived ally. Max shields, health, tech construct health. Once every 10 seconds, using a tech power causes shields to recharge immediately rather than after the standard delay. That does sound helpful for defenses. Hitting enemies with powers causes them to temporarily deal less damage. 30% is a lot. So I don't know. I mean, basically, we could fully spec this, and then we could either fully spec Overload or spend a few more points into the turret. We do have another base human that we could turn into a turret build if we really wanted to, so maybe we pass on that, but I guess we'll go here. I mean, is there any radius on, yeah, on cryo beam? Do we get an upgrade that gives us a radius? Frozen shatter radius? I assume that is not increased by the passive. So that's not a sort of core aspect of the skill itself. It's the detonation, technically, that is getting the radius increased. Whereas this did not specify detonation. It just says the power itself. That is a weird upgrade for this character. Feels like there are very few ways to take advantage of that. I mean, Overload is not an AoE skill either. Chains seems like that only works for Assault Turret. And even then, maybe with the flamethrower? I don't know. It just seems very odd. So I think we basically go duration. I think we might do this. And then this I'm not sure about. That's very nice defensively. But this could be useful as well, so I'm unsure what is technically considered preferable. Only once every 10 seconds, but even that is still quite nice. mean, if our primary defense is really stunning enemies, then maybe reducing their damage is not as big of a deal. Can't really stun lock bosses, per se, but... And does this only count for the power itself, or do detonations, the radius from those, also affect enemies with the debuff? I don't know. I don't know the specifications with that technicality. So maybe we keep it simple. And I'm not sure about the overload. Like, yeah, I guess shields damage is not bad. But I'm just not a huge fan of always having to charge it all the way up completely. So I'm not thrilled about that. Might do, and the additional chains do not detonate. So I think we might just go pure shields damage. I think we might do that. Because we do not like shields for the cryo beam. Okay. So there's that. So at least this character is fully spec'd. But we might still want to try someone new. Any other powers we want to spec? Let's see. I think you're fully spec'd now. You're fully spec'd now. You were fully spec'd last week. We just fully spec'd you. That leaves just the Vanguard is one that I played briefly, so got a few levels on this guy. Maybe we just see what we can do here. Because it does seem like, you know, Vanguard is kind of tough without many skill points, because that means that, you know, you can't charge as often, and it's kind of critically important that you charge frequently. And although he's only level 7, we have 38 points. That might come in large part because we're all the way up to rank 20 on this guy. Damage force or radius on the charge. Does it have any radius by default? It does not. I think you have to add radius then. That's at least in Mass Effect 3, one of the go-tos. Improve weapon melee damage for 3 seconds after charging. Enhance powers for 5 seconds after charging. I mean, assuming we're going charge Nova for Nova Guard experience, I think you have to do this. Fully restore shields, reduces incoming damage for 5 seconds. Ooh, that's a nice little bonus as well. Otherwise, recharge speed. 8 seconds by default. Take away about a third of that. That is a little tempting. Do we have a passive that might increase our recharge time? No. Definitely not here, at least. Barrier. Ooh, shields restored on biotic kill is nice. Although shields restored on low health, I feel like I heard some people saying this is pretty incredible. Low health threshold 20%, saving barrier. Cooldown is 15 seconds. I feel like on most characters this might be the obvious choice, but on the Nova Guard specifically, well, I mean, if you're charging, you should be getting full shields back. If you're Novaing, it's a way to get your shields back for that. So I think you do need that, don't you? Probably. This is not a huge deal if you're relying primarily on the charge to get the shields back. So yeah, I think you go pure shields in that case. Biotic power shield cost reduction for Nova, assuming we fully... I think you need to fully spec into it, right, to get that effect. Movement speed while shields are active plus 15%. I mean, we'll be charging a lot, but that is still a nice little bonus. Yeah, and don't really think we're looking for melee. Let's think you do that, you do that. That definitely helps quite a bit. But then we want to get Nova further along as well. Channels energy into a point-blank high-damage explosion. So I don't think it costs us shields yet. 12-second recharge. Wow. Radius, damage force. We can't afford this. What is the default radius? 4 meters? And we get another one here. 5 meters is already pretty decent. And another 20% on top of that, and that's pretty huge. That might be overkill. Might prefer the damage. But anyways, can't do it yet. Alright, so we've locked in our upgrades. But as I was saying, maybe it is a decent time for us to test out a new character. So it could be, I don't know, part of me feels like since we just, last week at least, went through the process of getting all the common characters up to rank 20, that means that we have a big head start with those characters. So it's much easier to, even at level 1, get them to still feel effective. And maybe that means we ought to deliberately wait a little bit on the uncommons and certainly the rares, so we give ourselves more time, hopefully get at least another level or another rank or two. I don't know what the distinction is. I mean, it's not level, I guess. Rank, I don't know. So that even at level 1, they still have more skill points to work with. It's like the Batarian Scrapper, for example. Like, let's see, what is the difference exactly? So for you, you start with, at rank 1, you have 2 skill points to spare. You start with 3 abilities and 2 skill points to spare. Whereas if we go for you, you're rank 2, then you have, is it like 1 extra skill point? No, it's 4 extra skill points. So that's a pretty big deal, especially very early on when you're otherwise very much scrapping for skill points. So maybe we deliberately, as exciting as it might be to unlock the new characters, maybe we deliberately wait those out a little bit. So what other base characters have we not tried then? We've done Soldier, we've done Engineer, done a little bit of Vanguard, we could go back to that. We have not done Infiltrator, although we have the Turian Agent, who is an Infiltrator, so maybe we go a different route here. Sentinel we have not done, Throw, Barricade, Energy Drain, Adept, we do have the Asari Adept. So maybe we go Sentinel. Yeah, maybe we go Sentinel. Throw, Energy Drain, Barricade. Let's try this. So let's go, we obviously will want to spend our skill points here, and so level 1, but rank 20, we have 25 skill points to work with. That is very nice. So Throw is a detonator. Do we have a way to prime here? An Energy Drain prime? Stores additional shields over time, and the target is primed for the same duration. How long is that duration? 4 seconds? Yeah, I mean, that might be the direction you go in then. Otherwise, Barricade is the one where, yeah, you drop that little mini wall in front of you. So do you play this as a powers character trying to set up and detonate combos, or do you just focus in on the Barricade instead and go the weapons platform routes? Duration? Oh, it costs power cells. Interesting. Deploys temporary energy barricade that will boost shield regeneration for anyone who takes cover behind it. Upgraded versions provide additional combat bonuses for allies. Activation requires a power cell. Okay. So, generation delay reduction 40%. What else can we get from it? Longer oh, what is the duration's only 13 seconds. I mean, that is a high base duration, yes, but it's not like it's down there permanently. So 25% would make a big difference. 35%. Extra power cell. Increase power, duration, and force by 30% for allies, including the user behind the barricade. Okay, so that is a way to combine the barricade with the other active powers to deal more damage. Otherwise, you go the weapons route. Okay. Greatly reduces shield regeneration delay for all allies, including user behind the barricade. I mean, if you are going the weapons route and you're just trying to hunker down there and shoot at a bunch of people, then that might not be a bad thing. Wait, what? The barricade electrocutes nearby enemies with a chance to stun them, especially damaging to shields and synthetic foes. Affected enemies are primed for combo detonations. That feels really gimmicky. Maybe we go the weapons platform route then, because we don't have much in the way of weapons platform characters right now. Turian Agent probably the closest thing we have. I had, to a certain extent, the base human soldier, but we instead focused on the grenades with her. So let's do the barricade. Since it has such a long duration, it's not like you're spamming it multiple times. I assume you can only have one up at a time, right? You can't do a barricade on one side, barricade on the other side, and create a circle all around you. That'd be kind of cool, but otherwise I feel like duration might be more meaningful than power cell capacity. We start with 2, we get 1 there, so we have 3. Are you gonna need more than that? Because I feel like if you are a weapons platform, yes, you're gonna have to stop off to get ammo every once in a while, then when you do that, you'll just get whatever other power cells you need in addition to that. Yeah, I think we do duration, weapons damage, and shield regeneration delay reduction. So that gives us a few extra points to spare, and if we could get either defensive stuff or weapons damage from passives, can't quite afford going all the way up there. So maybe if we go damage resistance, melee oh. Let's go damage resistance, it's only 10, which is not a huge number. Then we get weapons damage. I think those rank 1s are still more valuable than what we were seeing elsewhere. We get recharge speed on the energy drain, the throw. I mean, we could put a few points into some of these just for crowd control, you know, get someone off from right on top of us with throw, get shields back with energy drain. But we're trying to make this into a weapons platform, so maybe we'll just save our points and try to invest in these when we next get the chance to do that. So, okay, we'll confirm that. That means we really should look into what weapons we want, and I think the answer is not Avenger or Katana in all likelihood. Are there new things we'd like to try out, or newly upgraded things? So Ghost, we did get 1 level on that. Cyclone is a assault rifle. For some reason, I thought this was a shotgun. I've never used it. It's new for Andromeda. Matic, Sulkin, Avenger. Pistols, we did get the Eagle and the Hurricane. We've yet to try either of them. So that could be interesting. Oh, I was very curious to see Talon. How good Talon is in Andromeda, especially if it's just rank 1. But this is, in Mass Effect 3, pretty incredible weapon. So I'd like to check this out. Okay, so we do have rank 1 version of the damage at the cost of accuracy, which is slightly more than a rank 3 of pure damage. And accuracy is pretty important on this. So we'll probably... Oh, yes, okay, it does have that. In fact, if we can get accuracy elsewhere... Yeah. Do we want the scope, or do we want penetration would be the other thing we might want? Maybe we dump the pure damage and go penetration and accuracy, to be honest with you. Because basically this is a shotgun in pistol form. So the accuracy does matter a lot. And functionally translates into more damage. And then if this is our primary way of dealing damage, then getting penetration could be very helpful too. Okay, I think we try that. And then we could just jump into an existing lobby elsewhere that somebody has going on. Obviously, we have room if anyone does want to jump in. But I think we might try to go into, I mean, for our first match, we might still be able to try out a silver. Let's see. Let's join an existing silver lobby, I think. Hopefully we can find one. Okay, they may have already started. They might be mid-match, but let's do it, I guess. Except that our character has disappeared. We've lost connection to the session, apparently. Maybe we try again, and possibly hope that we get into a different lobby instead. It is the same lobby, and our character is still not showing up. Okay, maybe we either make our own silver lobby, see if other people are looking to join on silver, or we get more creative here. I mean, we could just start solo on bronze if we had to. Hopefully someone else jumps in. Or I could see if those guys who are inviting us to a game earlier are still looking for someone to fill in. Yeah, I'd rather not try to silver on solo with a level 1 character. So maybe we'll bump down to bronze. We'll get started by ourselves. Hopefully still get someone else to hop in here with us. At some point. Oh, I didn't check to see we have the gear bonus that I don't think we have. I don't think you start with one by default, right? It's not like it just threw a random one on for us that might be helpful. I'm pretty sure it's just a totally empty slot, missed opportunity there. Okay, it is Kets.
This one's set. Clear the area and lock it down. Enemies incoming.
Wait, what? We have an Avenger. I switched that. This isn't a Talon. What the heck? Everything is wrong! Also thought I saw a Wraith there. Alright, well, we'll see how good the Avenger is. The answer is probably not good enough. Also, you know, kind of just ready to abandon this one, because, now, obviously I would have been a little more strategic with how I approached that situation, but, we kind of have no reason to, well, I mean, we could have tried to make do with the Avenger, but I don't know why we haven't. That was weird.
Mission failed.
That was weird. We absolutely switched it. Okay, what happened? Why did that happen? What? No? Please use the Talon? Okay. Now we at least have that. And now we can go put something on here. So we would like pistol damage or generic damage if we can't get that. We do technically have some biotics. Pistol damage, power, recharge speed 15%, that's potentially worth... Let's throw that on and we'll see if we find something better, otherwise that's our placeholder. Tech power, power recharge. $100% for that? Wow. Okay, I think we might prefer this. Just pure pistol damage. Let's try this. Should be set up properly now. Okay. So, what was the enemy? It is Remnant.
Hold this position
Okay.
clear on enemy forces. Let's do it.
Could
Well,
drop
this
our
is a little different than the
our
simulations.
barricade, our barrier over there, although there's kind of this natural barricade over here. Okay, your enemies here? I do kind of like this spot, because there are some natural funnels. Oh, hello.
Get safe.
Okay, definitely fires very slowly. What is this? Feels like it fires more slowly than it did in the previous Mass Effect.
They're shooting.
Does deal damage in big chunks. Did our barricade just go down? Yeah, it did. That didn't sound good. That's because it's not good. Might be able to shoot a little bit faster, or just spam the shoot button. Maybe I'm doing the weapon a disservice. No, not really.
They're firing.
Hello. Thank you for waiting so patiently. We do have some penetration as well. Yeah, there you see, like, having slightly more damage would go a long way. Oh, that's not good.
More ammo, please.
I know we're right next to an ammo box, but now I will go grab ammo. Right after using an ammo pack. Ow! I did not see that. I missed that.
Get safe.
They do still have some powers. I know they're level 1, but for situations like this where they have just tiny slivers of HP remaining, you do have enough piercing, technically, still to hit them even when they're hiding in cover like that. There's something flanking us. Yes.
Last one.
Might grab ammo. Oh, we have just this one left. Hello, sir.
Sensors clear for now. Great shooting.
Alright, so yeah, first impressions of the Talon. High damage, yes. But it feels like it's firing too slowly to be as reliable as I would like it to be. Now, with a character that can increase the fire rate, I can see this being very nice. But I don't believe we have a way to do that. It is kind of interesting how we can create choke points with this barricade. Yeah, so unless we get friends in here with us, not exactly expecting us to finish this
No shields out.
as a full-blown solo. So this might just turn into a test and not much else. I would like for you to die.
They're firing. No shields out.
And, you know, possibly, if we're lucky, an opportunity to get a level or two. But if we don't make it far, then that probably won't happen. We're just a little level 1.
How's this? They're firing.
Oh, that's not good. Please go away now. Please also go away now.
Kill?
Please stop flanking us. That one with one shot.
How are my
Nope.
shields down?
Okay, I don't like that. I hear someone over here as well. Yep, that sounded like one of you. Oh, I'm still blocked. That's me trying to put a barricade where apparently I'm not allowed to put a barricade. I can put a barricade here, though. That is permitted. Oh, hello.
Get to cover.
So yeah, I'm sure there are inside strategies to optimizing barricade placements.
Last one.
Oh, that's not the ammo box. That's the ammo box. That stun at all? Maybe a tiny bit.
That was great.
Alright, so now we have the objective, and that's where this probably gets very tricky. If we're still soloing, which at the moment we are.
Enemies triangulating our nearest outpost. Find their sensor arrays and get them broken.
Got it.
We could potentially drop a barricade to help protect ourselves, but
How are my
Ow.
shields
Device
down?
down.
that may not be the most practical things to do. Just waiting for shields to come back. Then doing this. At least this spot has decent cover.
One device down.
Oh, hello!
Get safe.
No, it is
My
not
shield
safe.
failed?
Where exactly was this? Oh, it's up there. Well, apparently we're looping around this way. Ow. There's definitely something that is about to hit us.
Almost
No
done.
shields out.
Heal.
They're firing.
Yeah, if we can get the first objective done soloing, then I feel like that's a success.
Get to cover. My
All enemy
shield
devices
failed?
shut down.
Ow!
Good job.
And we did. Gold, no less. Alright, we're gonna have to do this again, though. Please get away. Oh, that's also unfortunate. That was a dude who was gonna, a nullifier, who was gonna hit us through our barrier. That should be illegal. Oh, don't duck down, Rez. I'm about to shoot you. There's the nullifier. There's the ammo that we want. No, please don't do that.
Just 3 hostiles remaining.
Do you have penetration? I believe it is just the it's not just the raptor. So you are there as well. Are you on? I think you are over there. For a second, I wasn't. Are you? You're just too far away for us to. Are you on the other side of this? No, you're just chilling. Are you? Hello. Goodbye.
Down to one.
Okay. That's not where I want to be anymore. So yeah, this guy feels like he kind of just counters our whole strategy to a certain extent. Granted, he also does the same thing that we do in creating a shield, but we have penetration, so we are good for that. Yeah, we're basically mirror images of each other. But alright, I mean, we've already made it further than I thought we'd make. Level 1's bronze solo, but I'm pretty sure we're going to start to see some more dangerous enemies very soon, and that's going to complicate things quite a bit, I imagine. Okay, but if we can kill you before you kill us, then that's cool. Please don't do that.
They're shooting.
I would prefer if you didn't do that. You are dead. Okay, this is not ideal. We're also using Healy packs very aggressively. Oh, that's not good. But I assume that experience is based, you know, off how many points we get, and so by getting additional medals like that, theoretically, that is improving the likelihood of us getting additional levels from finishing this match. Which, as a level 1 character is in some ways all we really can ask for. That's another nullifier. Looking for you.
They're firing.
Oh, what just happened?
Shields out.
Did we get knocked off the edge of the map somehow? Oh, well that's not good. Ow, please stay in cover. Well,
Reading a flat line.
there is that.
No shields out.
We, I don't think, had used any
They're shooting.
heal or revives yet. Plenty of heals, but no revives. So if we really want to brute force our way through this, we might still be able to, but I don't know. I really wanted to get one more hit in.
No shields out.
That's not good.
More ammo.
Oh, that's also not good. Yep, that lack of ammo ultimately is what killed me there. I could not shoot that thing down before it hit us.
We're down to one.
I'm gonna deliberately on a bit of an ammo run. Oh, we might not need it.
Sensors clear for now. Great shooting.
That was great. get out of here.
And we could also blast our way through with missiles if we absolutely felt desperate. Because apparently there's a destroyer here now. Let's do it. I'm not sure that that really got the destroyer. It definitely got the nullifier. It might have gotten the destroyer. There's also definitely an enemy behind us. But let's reactivate this. Ow. Please don't do that. I don't appreciate when you do that. I also don't appreciate when you do that. I also don't appreciate when you do that. I don't like how close you have gotten to us. I also don't wish to be here either. That's not good. Please stop flanking us. Please stop flanking. Please stop flanking. Please wait until I can energy drain you. This is a bad time for this to go down. Ow. Please stop doing that. Please stop doing that. Oh, we're surrounded by nullifiers on all sides. Okay, this just seems like not the place we want to be.
How are mine shields down?
This might also not be the place we want to be.
Cover.
Especially if you're coming over here, the nullifiers. Unless we can get rid of one of them. That would help a lot. Surely they can't hit through that much wall, right? Surely there is a limit to how much they can penetrate through cover. Even if that is their thing. Okay, who's left? You're left. Now it's final objective, right? Retrieval is probably not good news.
Recovery requested.
I am guessing.
Objects of interest.
Okay.
That was definitely overkill.
My shields failed?
That may not have been, though. Nope, please do the objective.
Get safe.
What? Excuse me, sir. You're supposed to blow up?
Squad member down.
Preferably not when I'm standing right next to you, though. That was not ideal timing. What? Did we not pick up the item? Or did we drop it when we died? We dropped it when we died, didn't we? Okay, this is probably where it ends. Also, I tried to heal. We might not have even had any healies left at that point. That was an attempt at an energy drain. It might have been the difference, keeping us alive there.
Got the drop.
There are a lot of enemies in there. This might be one of those situations where you kind of... Okay, wow. Okay, well, we just missed the energy drain, which probably means we're going to die.
My shields failed?
This would be a great time, though, for us to get some teammates. Oh, hello. Nullifier, who might be able to shoot us through this wall.
They're firing.
Yeah, this is the end.
My shields
This is the
failed?
end.
Flatline.
I don't think it is worth us spending whatever other consumables. We have 1 revive left. I don't exactly think that's worth using at this point when every enemy in the world is surrounding the objective and us, and this guy's about to stomp us, and I think we just let that happen. And we're okay with that, because we got much further than we expected to get as a level 1 character, soloing.
Team's gone. Aborting the mission.
Would have been nice if we were still able to finish it off in its entirety, of course, but I think the retrieval was definitely bad news devices. I'm surprised we succeeded there, but I don't know, maybe like a hack might have been best. But, okay, just one level? Darn. Darn. Would have liked to have gotten a little more than that, seeing as that, I mean, we made it far, but I think there's a pretty huge difference experience-wise between extracting and not extracting, or at least making it to wave 11 and not making it to wave 11. So we might have just missed an important threshold there. But, I mean, it was definitely a crash course in what it's like to use this character. It does seem like energy drain, at least when we're soloing, is quite useful to help keep ourselves alive. But we did not have much time to do defensive-y stuff. Man, we can get damage resistance, yes, but how about actual shields? No? We get it here? No, that's damage. That's offensive. What the heck? I mean, we can afford both those and get 15% damage resistance. We can go here and get 5% weapon damage, 15% weapon weight, capacity, melee damage, power damage. Yeah. Not loving that. Is there any potential for shields going down way here, or is it purely damage resistance? Shield regeneration after getting hit. Delay reduction after being hit. Melee damage. This is weird. I mean, when you add all that up, 10, 25, 45, 65, 65, I think? And I think the math is if you get 100% damage resist, or plus 100 damage resistance means you're taking 50% less damage. So it's not like you're cutting damage in half. You're getting a little bit close to that. Might be more like, oh, I don't know. It's not a linear equation, so I'm not sure. But how does that compare to not being able to increase your shields at all? That is weird. Oh, we did get a random pug in here. Okay, nice. Right after we were finishing our solo attempt. All right, let's throw in a couple of skill points then. I guess we'll continue to go the defensive route. Lock those in. Although we might want to change our weapon as well. So I was not that impressed. We could go the Eagle or the Hurricane, some other pistols. Eagle being sort of a fast-firing hybrid pistol assault rifle. Go. Now once again, we probably want to go penetration and accuracy if we can. Where was it? Penetration. The scope on this will be a little more annoying, though, I think. Okay, let's do that. No, and they left when we were being pokey. Darn it! Okay, let's see if we can hop into someone else's lobby in that case. As interesting as it might have been doing a solo there, it's just not as compelling to me, I don't think. Maybe that guy who hopped in our lobby has now made a lobby of their own. Or we can join this person. There must be a bunch of people, yeah, doing Fire-Based Paradox on Bronze, because that is still what the daily is. Okay, what's the deal? Okay, it's right at the beginning. Nice. Okay, so what is this weapon like? That seemed decent for the one enemy that we've shot at thus far.
They're shooting.
I mean, yes, we're using the scope, but the accuracy is very good. I did not expect it to be that good. Very good. Wow. This weapon does exist in Mass Effect 3, and it's decent, but you know, maybe some people are big fans of it. I think in general,
All enemies clear. Keep it up.
it just doesn't
That was
it does a lot of things reasonably well, but doesn't really excel at any one particular thing, so it is in many ways sort of an odd weapon out, but it definitely feels significantly more accurate. Maybe I just tend not to put the extra accuracy on. And granted, putting down a barricade probably would have helped.
One problem gone.
Didn't even see where the next one is. It's over here. Okay. I think I almost had. Oh, hello.
One device down.
I don't even see where this person is coming from. Over there, presumably. Oh, also there's that.
Nearly through.
It's back here, I think. Yes. Yeah, we are very weak now, so I am gonna do this.
All enemy devices shut down.
Nice.
Good job.
Try again, buddy. And we could use that as a spot to hang out in, but then again,
3 more to go.
it was mostly just something I dropped down because the objective was there. It didn't really seem like it was otherwise a good tactical position to try to hold.
All clear for now.
Oh, I think I heard somebody say as well that you actually get both more credits and possibly more experience as well if you have additional people in the party. So in that case, all the more reason,
Find a new spot.
especially when playing a new character that's level 1, to make a point of going with a group. Obviously, we would like to get experience quickly. This looks like a better place to set up shop. Now you're over there. Somewhere. Ish. Oh, we did just get someone else. Hello. We also did just get you. But please stay away. And now they're all spawning behind us. Maybe this was not the best place to set up shop, after all. There's also definitely another Wraith who is trying to bother us.
3 more to go.
Hello, sir.
No shields out.
Or madame.
All enemies clear. Keep it up.
We did it.
So yeah, my first impression of the Talon was not great. I mean, I love it in Mass Effect 3. Maybe it just needs more upgrades in Andromeda, but first impression of the Eagle here is much better. Now, am I standing on his head right now? It's a little disorienting. I might have been. That was quite disorienting. We technically could have thrown at that guy and caused an explosion. There's definitely an Ascendant over here that we might want to assist with, especially because its shield is down. Hello. I think there's some more here.
Just 3 hostiles remaining.
Last one.
Sensors clear for now. Great shooting.
That was great.
And of course, this is still bronze, so I'm sure, you know, some weapons
We've got major enemy
scale
targets.
better at higher difficulties than others. But
Right away.
at least at the moment, I do like this setup.
Target down.
Oh, it's targets.
Priority
Okay,
target.
for some reason I thought it was devices. Oh, that's not good. Maybe we don't want to be standing here. You are not the target, though.
No shields out.
Target eliminated. Info on a new target incoming. Stand
target is where? So we have a bunch of people coming this way. I did not do the best job dealing with them. Maybe we try to make more of an effort to contribute toward the objective. Never mind then.
They're firing.
Reload. We're tracking reinforcements.
Go us.
And I do like how seemingly every character has unique lines. Some definitely more hilarious than others, but it does
Up to the LZ.
make the characters feel a little bit more like they have a distinct identity. Oh, okay. There is a Queen, or Descendant, who's trying to sneak up on us. Not a huge fan of. Oh, hello. Speaking of sneaking up on us.
No shields out.
Oh, hello.
They're firing.
Oh, I accidentally dodged you, but I'll take it.
They're shooting.
Oh, there are two of them over there?
My shields failed.
Ow. Where did you come from? Wait, 50 seconds? Theoretically, there are more people over here? I feel like I've shot a lot of people in the head, but I'm not sure if we're getting any of the weak point medals. Maybe we have, maybe we haven't. Just might not have noticed. A little preemptive here. Okay, well, there's no one over there. Are, however, people over here. We should probably go now. Friends? Friends? Now we're all excited here.
Mission complete. Full team secure.
Nice.
Good work.
So yeah, obviously it makes a big difference having other squad mates with you so you aren't taking all the heat simultaneously. But it also felt like, from an offensive standpoint, that was preferable as well. Obviously Talon is, well, it's ultra rare in Mass Effect 3, I'm pretty sure, whereas it was rare here. And it seems like there are a few other weapons that they changed the rarities on, and perhaps that has led them to, if it got bumped down in rarity, weaken the weapon. I'm thinking of Venom, I think was another one that people said that about. And maybe other cases, weapons that were... Okay, hold on. It's a Silver Apex mission. This was the one that gave reduced shields and health, I think, that we were looking at before. But we've not completed it yet, I don't think, so this could be worth giving a shot. Let's try putting in a few more points here, though. Give ourselves more damage resistance, especially since we're going into silver now. And maybe Energy Drain feels like the one that helps keep us alive a little bit as well. Okay, otherwise we could have gone more weapons damage, but we'll lock that in. Alright, so we'll see how this goes. This will definitely be the most difficult one we've done with this character. I mean, unless, I guess you can make the case possibly a bronze solo is more difficult. Well, this looks familiar. It'll be the same map, apparently. But yeah, we are upping the difficulty. We have the extra difficulty from the Apex modifier that has us with less health and shields, I think is what, 25%? But at least we have other people's. Enemy is
You
outlaws.
know the drill. Hold this position, clear on enemy forces. Let's do it.
Any advice for a newbie?
Valid question. Accurate. Yeah, I did like locking down this area. Well, I mean, granted, I didn't actually look to see how many enemies were over here. Does it count if I go on this side for the bonuses? It might. I don't know.
They're shooting!
I mean, I guess that works. I also feel like I'm firing much less accurately this time. For whatever reason. Maybe Ket are just, in general, a bit easier to hit. Oops, you are already dead.
Just 3
I
hostiles.
feel like that could be the case. Ket have bigger bodies. Oh, hello. Last one is right here.
Job, Apex. Keep it going.
That was great!
Hostiles en route.
Find a new spot!
Yeah, we definitely have some dudes here. Sure, oh, I was gonna say, sure, why not do this? Except that, you know, maybe that wasn't the best place to do that. I mean, we have some power cells to spare, right? Oh, well, okay. Maybe we're a little slow on that one.
Thank you!
Ow.
Shields out!
It does seem like this spot is, in theory, pretty decent, at least when there are enemies here, because you have long line of sight. Enemies can come from the flank, though.
3 more to go.
And that's one of the places that we kind of focused on when we were soloing over here, right?
Stay sharp.
Go us!
And again, I'm sure there are kind of established
Personnel
places
tracked that location. Take them out.
Right away!
that people who have played a lot more Andromeda than me would use.
Target eliminated. We've got a read on another priority target.
Ow. Thank you. Where is this priority target? I also don't remember if I've said this before, but I've definitely felt it many times. That it feels like objectives in Andromeda, it is way less obvious what direction they're supposed to be in relative to your character compared to Mass Effect 3. I feel like in Mass Effect 3 it's much more obvious, okay, this is where the objective is, this is where I'm supposed to go. Whereas other times in Andromeda, like this one was pretty obvious, but the second one,
All targets down.
it's like, where are we going exactly? Oh, I did not see you there.
Just 3 hostiles remaining.
This Vanguard person,
Down to one.
Sensors clear for now. Great
they're
shooting.
quick. They're very quick. I mean, I do guess that's what the Vanguard do.
Enemies headed your way.
How about we move?
No, I'm thinking we do exactly the opposite of move. Ow.
Shields out!
I'm thinking we do this instead. Ow. Okay, we're gonna have to heal, I think. Just trying to get the enemy that actually did have shields. That energy drain. Did I blow that up or did they blow that up? I don't know. Oh, hello. They're just one-tapping people with melee. They might be one-tapping people with melee. Oh, hello. Let's miss all the shots before we hit all the shots in their head. we have extra accuracy when we're behind our barricade? I forget what all the bonuses are. It's a lot of defensive stuff. Don't remember as much with the offensive stuff.
Sensors clear for now. Great shooting.
Go us.
Ew.
Hostiles en route.
How about we move?
Okay, saw that. Saw that there are lots of enemies here. Oh, this seems like a bad time. Oh, that's also a shield that we probably don't want to shoot straight into. Whoa, hello, Krogan. That was good timing. That was apparently capable of still hitting us through that.
They're shooting.
Ow, there's definitely an Audi right on top of us. There is, in fact, an Audi right on top of us. Please do not be right on top of us anymore. There. Mech over here. There's definitely one somewhere. I hear the Hydra, but I don't see it.
Apex. Keep it going.
Go us.
We've got major enemy targets nearby. Let's
We had
take
targets
them
for
out.
the last one, didn't we?
I've got it.
Okay. Okay. Looks like it's on the far side. We're probably gonna kill it by the time we get over there. Assuming it's a relatively basic was it Hydra for the first one, and did we totally just kill it? Just, kill steal? Wow. Okay, so the first one's supposed to be the weakest. That's not a great sign for what is to come. Just trying to help this friend out. Alright, killed that. Hello.
All targets down.
Oh. That was two Audis is what that sound was.
My shield's down.
By walking through that fire, that's probably what did it, I'd imagine.
Keep it up.
That was great.
Are they holding down the fort
Time to
over
go.
there?
Get to the extraction site.
Because we kind of want to choose a spot and stick with the spot, right? That is not what I meant to do. This is what I meant to do. Well, looks like we picked the wrong side.
My shield failed.
Hello, sir. Please do not do that. There's someone behind us shooting us? A little bit. Oh, hello. You're definitely gonna try to shoot us. Or headbutt us. Ow. That is an enemy. Okay. Took a second to confirm. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, that's also not good. No, don't do that. Okay, 30 seconds. Please stop sending Krogan. don't appreciate when you send Krogan to come kill me. It hurts my feelings. It makes me think that you actually, wow, want me to die? Ooh, okay, let's heal just to play it safe. Okay, I wasn't sure for a second there. It seemed like we had so many people who were doing charging and melee stuff. Felt like somebody might have still been over there, but full extraction. And definitely the most difficult map. Well, again, you know, is a bronze solo more difficult than silver Apex that has full teammates but has an extra difficulty modifier? Don't know. That should give us a pretty sizable chunk of experience, I would hope. Definitely did not contribute quite as much. We got a few levels. Now they're going up to the gold Apex. That makes me nervous on this character. We could give it a shot. We have 7 points. We can get even more defenses here. I mean, I feel like we kind of have to. Otherwise, we're going to get absolutely annihilated on gold. Power damage that we really want. Wait, where is, Oh. Yeah, this is where we would get weapons damage, but we have to get a couple more levels before that's possible. Alright, I think we're settling for this then. Yeah, we should check what the modifiers are for this, though. It is shotgun skirmish. Okay, let's change our weapon. We do have good shotguns, but this is why it helps to have more types of weapons. If we want... I think we go Crusader because it has better range. That's why it's good to have more types of weapons, so you can handle more different types of Apex missions. Let's go... not melee damage. Guess we're just going pure damage then. Do we not have Smart Choke? Oh, well, we don't need it on Crusader. Crusader's basically pinpoint accuracy. So yeah, I went for the... I did say Crusader, right? I'm assuming that if you hunker down with the barricade, that's going to be preferable relative to the Piranha. Even if it does seem like Piranha has actually been better scaling for higher difficulties, just on this character, I feel like the Crusader's a better fit. Okay. So what else? It's cats and the whole shotgunny stuff. Okay, so I think obviously what with it being gold, we need to be pretty careful here. What are the best places to set ourselves up on this map? I don't know, I would think a corner where we're less likely to be flanked and can kind of just, yeah, like this, pretty much. Place where we can do this. We have some kills. That's something, right? And support. Is that from giving allies damage bonuses from hanging out at this thing? Did I misread that? Alright, throw in a little tech combo while we're at it. The Crusader is certainly working out for us here. I know you're over there. I know you're over there. Is there an ammo crate here somewhere? Over here? Alright, that works.
3 more to go.
Oh, hello.
We're down to 1.
Enemies down.
We'll take it.
Keep your guard up.
Not a bad start. I mean, obviously things will get more difficult as we get stronger types of enemies. But for our first gold on this character, that feels half decent. Okay, we might actually walk down this side. That's kind of what I was waiting to see. A teammate who was right next to us who went down? Perhaps not. Oh, that was a bad shot. In theory, there are enemies over here somewhere. Or right behind us. I'm hearing them all, but I don't see them, which is unsettling. I'm trying to stay out of the line of fire. I see their feet. Oh, got your shields a little bit. Hello. All of the wraiths are here, apparently.
Just 3 hostiles remaining.
Apparently it's all the enemies right on top of us.
Last one.
Enemies clear. Stay alert.
Alright, so now objective.
Intel says the cat left genetic survey.
It's not far from us.
Area. Let's find and disable them.
Yep.
Enemy tech shut down.
Oh, hello, Ascendant, who is right next to us. Hello, other objective that is right next to us. I'm kind of hoping that Ascendant went away. If not, we could be in trouble right about now.
Enemy tech shut down. I'm reading a flat line.
Yeah, that's not
I'm
good.
on my way.
Yep, here's what I mean again. Like, where's this objective? Apparently somebody has it. No, you're over there. Somewhere. That's just below us, but looks like we already have teammates on it. That is the sound of a wraith that is trying to kill us.
All enemy devices are now offline.
Who was shooting us? You? You guys? This is where, like, on a keyboard and mouse, those are easy shots. On a controller, it's like, I'm gonna slightly change the angle of my shot. It's like, well, no, now you're shooting an entirely different place.
We're down to 1.
Which is why I'm reluctant to use snipers on
We did it!
controller at the moment. And this is basically a sniper in shotgun form.
Hostiles en route.
Let's run.
Dead? You are dead.
Get safe.
Please stop ducking under cover. There's still a dude down here somewhere. Who, as soon as I walk away, is going to change directions. Sorry, dude, who is chasing that guy down. Hello, fiend. There's another case where... Should I be trying to shoot him in the face? Yeah, probably. There we go. Sounds like an ascendant in this general direction.
Just 3 hostiles remaining.
We're down to 1.
Good. Stay sharp.
Go us.
I mean, I know we're basically camping, but is that not kind of sort of what this character does? And we're finding a way to make it work, which I think is saying something given the circumstances. There's a little bit of stuff down there, but
Ascendant.
more stuff over here. Let's help our squad mate. Did we get that dude? I don't know if we got that dude. That doesn't look good though.
They're firing.
Who else is firing at us? Thought I heard a wraith. Oh. person is dead now. Also love that penetration for times like this. That is extremely lucky.
3 more to go.
We're down to 1.
Oh, that's who it is. Okay.
Enemies clear.
It's like, is it a wraith?
That was
Cloaked?
great.
So I don't see it? Okay. Upload means we'll probably have to move.
We've located data sources.
Or not.
Before we lose connection.
Okay, we have enemies here.
Ascending.
Theoretically. I don't know if that's hitting you. But if you guys want to just stay there, that also works for me. Oh, we have low ammo? Alright, I'm just gonna refill, because we obviously don't really want to head out at this point in time. Theoretically, there's an enemy over there. You are that theoretical enemy.
Data transfer complete.
Alright. I mean, that works. Hello. Please don't do that, though. I didn't appreciate this part.
We're down to 1.
That hurt them. Be ready.
We did it.
Alright. We're all the way to extraction.
We're done here. Get yourself to the LZ.
Theoretically, there are several, and like a lot of enemies here. What the heck? I also don't particularly like when you teleport. Like, a lot. Like, half the length of the map. Kinda hoping that Ascendant is nowhere near us, but it might be. It's kinda close to us. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, that's not great. Let's not stand there. Let's not stand here. Oh, let's not stay there either. Maybe we abandon what used to be our go-to spot and hang out with our friends over here. Granted, I did just put that right on top of a detonating grenade, but, you know.
Ascending.
Ow.
No shield.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that to me. How did you get cloaked? There's no cloaky person near you. Wraith can't cloak you, can it? I don't think so. In 20 seconds, we should start making our move. That is a minigun, pal.
Get safe.
Careful. Let's not poke our head out unnecessarily at the end here.
That's how.
Don't be a hero, Lids.
Come on, home.
I don't think we went down once, did we? Had to heal a few times, but, you know. We managed going on gold with what on an Apex mission. I mean, granted, on that occasion, it was with a mod that helped us a lot. But that might help us a lot with experience. We scored the second most points. I mean, not that that means much in all likelihood, but We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, but tell you what, I do need to wrap things up a little bit early tonight, because I still need to do some packing before I head out of town. So I think that's probably a good match for us to finish with. We do have, I think, still some skill points we could spend, and maybe some credits we could spend as well. And I do like the new character we've been playing, the Sentinel. Definitely very different playstyle, at least when it comes to us focusing less on the biotic and tech powers and more so on the barricade to go the weapon platform route. So I do like that. Okay, so we can't afford these. Could go energy drain, but I think given the whole weapon platform thing, yeah, we can now afford power damage. That's not a huge deal, so we're going more the weapon route, but here we get the damage, weight capacity, melee damage, that mostly the weapon damage. That's what we're looking for, I think. So especially with the barricade, since it's a power cell, not a cooldown ability, that doesn't affect that at all. But, I mean, every once in a while we were throwing out energy drains just to get shields back and what have you. And throws if enemies were right on top of us, so, alright. Not bad. Confirm those. And then, especially, yeah, no, after that previous mission, we got a pretty sizable chunk of credits, I think. The Apex missions, I'm pretty sure, do give more. So I think we'll pop open some more advanced packs. We might get some more interesting stuff here, because we did get some golds. And as we were saying before, just getting the extra levels, even on the uncommons, is a big deal. We're kind of, sort of deliberately delaying, we already did play a fair bit on the, Sentinel, or rather, Adept, who is an uncommon character. But for the other ones, gives us a nice head start. Speaking of the Adept. See if we can still nab any new golds. Disciple. Yeah, I think weapons probably still more helpful. I mean, yes, obviously we'd like to get up to rank 20, but I think we're still a ways away from doing that for most of the characters here. But for the weapon types that we don't have... Oh, okay, we are now out of monies. Fair enough. For the weapon types that we don't have as much stuffs going on for, you know, there's a theoretical chance that a relatively high-level uncommon weapon might be our best option. So right now, the way things currently stand, I think or it might even be better, instead of going from that perspective, do it from this perspective. Assault rifles, we have the Ghost at rank 3. I think assault rifles is the only category that we do not yet have an ultra rare in, but the Ghost is pretty solid, and we did get one more level on that today, so that's certainly helpful. But, you know, if we get a Cyclone up to rank 10, might that surpass the Ghost? I don't know. Maybe. Not a huge fan of the Matic, but maybe Zulkin could. Then, pistols, we did get both an Eagle and a Hurricane. We've not yet tried the Hurricane. That is one of the primary weapons that I used in my Andromeda campaign, although I used what was 97% of the time a power-based character, so it was mostly just there in theory, not fired all that often. And I did also mess around a lot with different weapon mods that made it behave very differently, so didn't have a lot of time to check out what just the base Hurricane played like. But we tried the Eagle. I was very pleasantly surprised with how that felt, at least when you put the extra accuracy on it. So that was cool. Hurricane, we'll try to test that out soon. Talon, we did try that as well. I was underwhelmed with that. I love it in Mass Effect 3. I'm hoping that maybe it just needs more ranks and or a character that can make it fire a little bit faster, and then it might feel great. But at the moment, on the character we were just using, the base human sentinel, felt a little bit lacking. But pistols definitely significantly better than they were before, because before today we did not have this, or this, and we had a Carnifex, but it was like level 2 or something like that. So, you know, if we get a pistols daily, then having those types of options is really nice. The sniper rifles, we got double Black Widow. So as I have said many times before, am generally not a huge sniper rifle fan, especially not when I'm playing on controller. But, I mean, this if we do find ourselves in need of using a sniper, obviously that's pretty good. And we did also get 2 levels on this new sniper rifle, new to Andromeda at least, that I've never tried before, so I have no idea what this plays like. And then the Vanquisher, we might have had that before. Might have had that before. Then, as I said previously, the shotguns, we've had both the Crusader and the Piranha for a while now. So shotguns have, for a while now, been the category that we've had the most success with. So it was mostly a matter of, can we find other ways to branch out beyond just shotguns, or are we going to be constantly relying on these to carry us? And we still have possibly the most rares for shotguns as well. But becoming a more well-balanced arsenal, obviously still ways to go before we are starting to max out these weapons, but just getting the first level, at least on ultra rares, and in some cases possibly even rares, is that alone a pretty big deal. So I think that's... if we have anything else we want to do, we've spent our skill points, we've spent our monies. I think that wraps just about everything up that we were looking to do today. We did spend a boatload of mission funds to get those ultra rare weapons, of course. It's going to be a little while until we can afford another one of those. But that was good, because it felt for a while as if we were just going to keep on seeing the ultra-rare characters pop up, and maybe never get the chance to purchase an ultra-rare weapon or two.